Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 20th through the 26th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am setting the intention for the next 7 days, but you may not see this video for another few months or few weeks or few years. So you're going to see it whenever it's time to hear the messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for the Sagittarius collective. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer here. And the first card coming up here for the collective is the Five of Coins. Now, the Five of Coins can come up in a few different ways. People don't like to see it because it can seem like a scary card. It might indicate financial hardship or difficulty. It could sometimes indicate feeling left out of a situation or being shut out by somebody. However, Five of Coins also has the element to it that in times of hardship, we find true friends or allies. Like we find the person or the people who have our back and who are going to be with us through thick and thin. It can indicate that we're coming into a time where we may feel as though we don't have a lot to offer other people, but we're establishing beautiful connections and friendships and relationships regardless as we're going through this transition, coming across others who are in a similar space or a similar energy, right? So it could be sometimes like a natural process in which we're weeding people out of our life, or the universe is helping us to weed people out of our life. Now, I do feel, I'm going to be very honest with you here, Sagittarius, but I'm also going to give you some good news here. I do feel the Five of Coins is coming up for you all in the sense that some of you are concerned about money right now. Or like you're like, well, I'm kind of okay, but it's getting a little scary, or things are getting a little bit tight, or it just seems like I'm like just barely scraping by, like down to the last penny, and you're like, I want to break out of that cycle. Now, Spirit is giving me a really specific message around this. Sagittarius, you guys have had so many intense weekly forecasts back to back for quite some time. Sagittarius is going through a massive evolution and upgrade and ascension right now. So, you know how in life things will happen where things that are low vibrational will fall away from us as we're ascending? And we have this clearing that happens, the energy in our life is cleansed. You need to remind yourself, Sagittarius, that money is a physical measure of energy. All money is a way that we have a placeholder for time, right? You give your boss 40 hours, your boss gives you a representation of that 40 hours. And it's a way in which we document labor and a way in which we document time. So as you're clearing, right, money is energy. This is when we clear energy, money is also energy. Sometimes we go through a financial cleansing, a financial clearing, and you may have earned money under a certain energy or a certain line of work, or a certain clientele that is no longer aligned with you. And so Spirit is cleansing and clearing that out. Okay? This is something that has come to me through meditation. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you're not meant to have money or that you're going to struggle forever. If some of you are experiencing a cleansing and clearing that is so thorough, you're also cleansing and clearing the energy by which your income is coming to you. So some of you might be thinking about a career change or starting a business or going in a new direction. Five of Pentacles says you will be successful, but right? This is a time that you need to be cautious with your resources and understand that there are factors at play here. It could be the factor of you cleansing and clearing. It can be the factor of economic situations or the economy or timing, laws of time and physics, where the turnaround, the inflow may not come in super quickly. So don't take big risky leaps, right? Don't be in that all or nothing mindset. Be resourceful with your finances. Be cautious with your investments. Don't be in that go big or go home mentality, so that you have cushion and you can make the transition in a way that so it doesn't have to feel terrifying or scary, right? So lots of transitions, lots of changes here with this Five of Coins. The next card that's coming up here for Sagittarius is the Six of Coins. See how it's leveling up? See how it's leveling up? In Six of Coins is that exchange of energy, that inflow, outflow, that exchange, right? So you are coming into a financial success or progress. You are elevating your financial situation, right? And some of you are not only elevating your financial situation in terms of having more money, but you're elevating your financial situation in terms of how that money is coming to you, how you're acquiring those finances. Six of Coins can also indicate help coming your way, somebody coming in and helping you, whether it be setting you up with an opportunity for income, or giving you a place to stay, or giving you money. Six of Coins can indicate that there's some kind of generosity or assistance coming your way. Now, I know a lot of people get really mad when they hear this, because they're like, well, I'm tired of depending on other people. I want to do it for myself, right? I don't want the universe to, use other people to give me what I need. I'm an adult. I want to be able to go out and to get it for myself. Now, sometimes we get stuck in this cycle where we find ourselves dependent on the generosity of others, because what the lesson is here is your angels and guides are trying to teach you two things. Number one, you are worthy of receiving. You deserve to receive. You have to learn to receive, and to receive it in a way where you're not angry about it, you're not embarrassed by it, the ego is not kicking up, that you are a child of God, you are a child of universe, and you deserve to receive. You deserve that decency, you deserve that kindness, you deserve to receive. The second thing that we're trying to be taught when this happens is that God, universe, whatever you want to call it, that supreme being, that intelligence, that life force that's out there, is in charge of the flow, and will see to it that you will receive what you need. This is especially an important lesson for those of you who are really wanting to go out on a limb and do something in terms of self-employment. Because you cannot be a self-employed person if you don't have faith that you're going to continue to generate business, that the universe and God is going to continue to generate income for you, that you're going to show up and you're going to do what you do, and the work is going to keep coming, or the clients are going to keep coming. You have to be in this mindset of understanding that there is a force that runs through this universe that gives life and keeps things moving. Okay, and you deserve to receive. One more thing I want to say, and this might offend some people. I don't know, but you guys, I hope you know that I never say anything with the intention of offending. I don't try to offend people. But there's something that's very, very common right now, especially among the younger people, okay? Yes, I'm old enough to have some child in their 20s, so when I say younger people, I'm not being condescending, but a very, very common thing that I've seen, and I'm not going to say it's only the younger people, but it is very common with the younger people. There's this expression, like, I don't have a dream job because I don't dream of labor. Now, Let me tell you what's wrong with that, right? I'm not saying you should dream of labor, and I'm not saying that you should dream of capitalism or materialism or any of that. And I'm not going to sit here and say what anybody's politics should be. However, the nature of nature is abundance, and every living creature on this planet performs some kind of a function that comes naturally to it. It's just born with this drive to do this certain thing, right? And so if you are someone with the mindset of, well, I don't have a dream job because I don't dream of labor, you may also be a bit of an environmentalist. So I want you to think about nature. Every animal on this planet does something to keep the planet alive, to keep the planet going, right? A bee seems like an insignificant little insect, but if we lost all the bees, we're doomed. We're in big trouble. And the bee just does what it does in its soul, in its little bee being, what it comes naturally for the bee to do, and it keeps life moving. So I'm not telling you to dream of labor, and I don't want you to have the mindset of, well, I don't dream of labor, therefore I'm going to be broke and miserable and penniless until things change economically or things change politically. That's not the case. It's not the case at all. There is something that comes naturally to you. There is something that you enjoy doing. And as you allow yourself to come into that flow and to come into that energy, you will be provided for. You will receive. Maybe in the beginning it might be through support or barter. And then eventually it'll be through money. Because we need money, right? Right now, currently as it is, to go into a grocery store and buy food or keep, the water flowing or whatever it might be. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, I'm not here to start a debate and say, that things should be free or shouldn't be free. But I'm just saying that you don't have to suffer and feel like you're in this hardship because of the way that the world currently runs. Okay? The nature of nature is abundance, and I just want you to try to meditate on that and think about that. There's something you take pride in, there's something you enjoy doing. Okay? Think about that. The next card coming up here for Sagittarius is the Eight of Coins. We have nothing but coins here, Sagittarius. So it's pretty safe to say you might have your mind on your money and your money on your mind. We have nothing but coins here so far. Eight of Coins lets us know that our work is going to pay off, and that this is a time for us to pay attention to the details and to carve out the details. This is not the time to rush a situation, right? This is a time to give ourselves a chance and give ourselves time to perfect the things that we're working on. This is not a race against the clock. Also, a lot of the times, Eight of Coins can come up when we may be thinking about expanding our skill set. We might be thinking about learning a certain skill or a trade or investing in our talents, in our interests. And the Eight of Coins says that we will benefit by doing this. It will be profitable for us. We will make a profit from it. But the important thing to keep in mind is that this is not a race. And it's something that we want to take our time and pay attention and master and perfect. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Hanged Man, and this is a major arcana energy. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to see the Hanged Man because they feel like it's an uneventful card, or it's a card that's saying nothing is happening, but really the Hanged Man is a card of awakening. Awakening and seeing the truth of a situation, seeing what you weren't seeing before. Some of you may have an epiphany about how to change your financial circumstance, or how you're going to be making money moving forward, or just simply what you're doing with your life, or what you're manifesting or calling in. The Hanged Man is a major arcana card. So when the major arcana cards come up, okay, one of the things that is happening is that everything that we're experiencing is directly connected to what we came here to learn. So it's kind of like a destined moment. So we can see the Hanged Man as this cosmic timeout. Not because you've been naughty, not because you're being punished, but because Spirit is trying to help you see something that's going to make your life a lot easier once you have this revelation, once you have this epiphany. And Spirit is giving me a super, super, super specific message for Sagittarius with this Hanged Man. Now, with this finances and these concerns around finances, one of the ways in which you're blocked up, Sagittarius, some of you are giving too much energetically to people who are not doing the same for you. And you might say, well, I'm a strong person. I'm not a pushover. I'm not the kind of person that gets pushed around. But you may be allowing certain people to get away with this because you've known them a long time. You may have a misplaced sense of loyalty. It could be, for some of you, family. And you might be like, well, I can't just, not do that. It's because it's family. But some of you are in a situation where energetically, emotionally, maybe even financially, you're putting way more into a situation than what you're getting back. And that's another way in which you're closing yourself off from receiving, because you have this unspoken agreement that I will give you 500%, and if I'm lucky, maybe you'll give me 10%. Some of you maybe are doing this in a work situation where you're like, well, I'm not getting the raise. I'm not getting the promotion. I'm not getting the recognition. So let me give more. Let me give more. Let me give more. Let me prove myself. Let me jump through the hoop. And then what happens, right? We're in an unspoken agreement. I will give you a whole bunch and you will give me peanuts. So, Sagittarius, this is the cycle that a lot of you are stepping out of right now. This uneven performance, this uneven giving. Okay? And to not feel like earning money has to be excruciating, or earning money has to feel like labor. Because as I said, the animals in nature, they just do what comes naturally to them. And the ecosystem provides, right? We all keep things flowing. We all keep things running. It's we humans that complicate it. So I want you to think about this and meditate about the Sagittarius. I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign if you haven't already. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you click on the link in the description of this video, it will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Please also be sure to check out the love readings for those of you who are interested in love and romance. June readings are linked in the description. July love readings will be coming up in the next few days. Also, every single day I've been posting a card of the day, and so some people have been finding that helpful. Be sure to check that out if you'd like to start your day off with a daily message. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, Sagittarius.